Hail Kingdom! Today I am on a quest to get perfect talisman for my druid build. But what is perfect talisman? Well, for me, perfect talisman need to have increased physical damage, added physical damage, and some cold damage. But at the same time, increased attack speed, critical hit chance and level to all skills. If I miss at least one mod, the build will fall apart. And I got two ways how to obtain this talisman. I can craft it or I can buy it. Let's find the prices on the market. Okay, this one definitely have nice increased physical damage. What about the price? Let's see, maybe there's something more affordable. Okay, I told you there's two options, to buy it or to craft it. I guess we got only one option left.
Let's do this.
No matter what we want to do, every talisman craft starts with a base, and our preferred base should already have increased physical damage and also maybe attack speed. Something like this. Turns out there's multiple options like this on the market, but there is one little problem. Yep, bases that I'm looking for with correct knots cost a lot. Therefore again I got two options, buy it or try to make one base for myself.
I prefer option B.
I started by turning on talismans of normal tier in my loot filter, got my waystones ready and going into corruption zone, which really will help me later, but for now I decided to stick with the strategy that I showcased on my secret channel, mostly because it's pretty simple and unique strategy that does not require anything from your build and will give me a little bit of extra currency if I fail to get my talisman bases. Idea of the strategy is pretty simple. I combine tablets of breach with just increased breach splinters with the ritual tablets to get more favor and therefore get more currency from ritual, and also with expedition for expedition logbooks, which can be changed for delirium. But you probably have a question, why do I need new talisman? It looks like I'm pretty powerful. Well, yes, but look at the damage versus bosses. I can inflict like 4 million damage in few seconds by starting the fight, but then versus very hard and powerful bosses it drags out. Yeah, I just want to have a little bit more powerful talisman to increase my damage by 20-25%, so I can finish bosses in maybe like 2 combinations instead of 3, because when combination is over it actually requires me to make like 3 combos to finish these strong bosses with 10 million HP. Therefore we got no other option than to get our talismans.
That's nice. Then what?
After collecting a bunch of talismans in my stash tab, I'm ready to create a perfect base. Minimum item level for tier 2 increased physical damage is 75. This means perfect orb of transmutation and augmentation will basically guarantee this mod. Okay, let's see. Tier 1 physical plus critical hit chance, not bad. Maybe second throw will be luckier. Intelligence, mana, pum pum pararam. More than half of the mods is complete garbage, but maybe we'll get something good with augmentation. Guess how many increased physical damage mods I got? If your guess was 0,
You're goddamn right.
therefore let's collect more bases.
Ah, shit! Here you go again!
Actually, I was ready to go and farm more, but items starts to sell really quickly. Finally, crafting session that we made few days ago for my druid paid off. Yeah, bunch of helmets, which is really good helmets, just got sold for more than 15 and 20 divine orbs. This means I no longer need to collect bunch of talismans, and instead let's say goodbye to divine orbs and greet our new friend. Yeah, this is awesome talisman. All I need right now is this Essence of Aberration that will add added physical damage in prefix, which will be multiplied by increased physical damage that we already have for insane boost of DPS. Having 40% less DPS than my current talisman is insane, because my current talisman is fully upgraded and this one without quality and without sockets. And now we're approaching a really crucial step. As you remember, we started clearing corrupted zone, and while I was collecting my bases, I cleared corrupted nexus. This is actually a crucial step to get our next part going. Because after clearing corrupted nexus boss, there is extra boss who is summoned. He is pretty easy, but right now every area around this nexus is cleansed. Almost in every cleansed zone there is a bunch of extra cleansed monsters, and these monsters, especially these big slugs on the bottom left corner on the screen right now, got a really high chance of dropping high value currency and fracturing orbs. At the current stage, our talisman got 3 perfect modificators. It's increased physical damage, added physical damage and increased attack speed. But to truly make insanely overpowered best in slot talisman, I need to fracture one mod. Since to affect crafting after this stage, I need to use perfect essences, and they can eat modificators, so I will have chance to actually completely break item and remove one of these mods. But since I dropped one fracturing orb, we can try to use it. But to do it I need 4 mods, therefore I'm using Omen of Dextral Necromancy in combination with Jobon to desecrate suffix. If I fail next step, item will be bricked, but it will be somewhat usable with the help of Omen of Black-Blooded and desecrate this talisman. Now it's time to use Fracturing Orb that will lock increased physical damage, added physical damage or increased attack speed. It cannot lock green modifier, which means I have 33% chance to win, but 66% chance to fail. Oh my goodness, we did it! First try. It's insane. Whew, now let's chill a little bit. Reveal modifier just for fun to see what's going on over here. And honestly, from this point we are almost set for success. My plan worked, by the way, and we have guaranteed critical hit chance with this combination of omens I used earlier. But even though next part is kinda easy and straightforward, it will require us to have loads of currency. Therefore now I don't need this little bit of currencies every now and then by farming all the content. Instead, I will focus on one single type of content, and it will be ritual. First of all, I'm changing my atlas to have more magic monsters to get more points in ritual, making sure I can reroll and defer omens in my rituals. And also I'm speccing into essences, because we will need a little bit of attack and speed essences. To add even more essences, I'm getting this node on boss tree to get more essences every map. And to be more precise, I'm looking for perfect essence of battle that goes for 100 exalted orbs right now. So I'm definitely not in the mood to buy it. At this point there is not a lot of secrets actually. Basically I'm running around and looking for essences. Whenever I see essence which is not essence of battle, I just vial it, because when I drop vial orb on this type of essence, there's 3 different types of outcome. It can reroll into different essence, it can be upgraded into perfect essence, or there can be basically nothing. And just like that, I went grinding. So basically I'm clearing rituals after rituals, and most importantly I'm using strategies that gives me ability to reroll rituals multiple times in a row. As you can guess, I already shared it on my secret channel, but most importantly, finally I found my perfect essence of battle, so I don't need to buy a lot of them. Definitely I'm not using vial orb on this one, because I need exactly these essences. And of course we got one. Now when essence is in my pockets, it's time to get omens, and I found my first omen of whittling. Yeah, it's not the omen I'm looking for, but this omen will cost a lot. And now I'm switching to second part of my strategy. Basically I farmed different stuff, but right now I'm using this ritual tablet to get twice as many rerolls, and also tablet that will add rerolls and will give me more tribute from monsters. Also it's nice to combine with another ritual tablet that gives defers less cost. And since I'm not hunting for omens anymore, I'm respecting this tree. So instead of hunting for omens, I will have more tribute, because we need this tribute for our rerolls. Playing on maps with powerful map boss also helps, because I'm using this node, which will give me +1 monster area level. This actually increases chances for better and more powerful omens in ritual. I was looking for omen of dextral crystallization that will give me ability to remove suffix with my perfect essence. But since I got 14 rerolls every map right now, and they insanely cheap 69 tribute,
Nice.
This gives me ability to defer this Omen of Whittling multiple times in a map and make it cheaper every time I defer it. But after one of the rerolls I found one more Omen of Whittling in a single ritual. That's money. Also, I'm getting a little bit of currency by selling crafts that I won't need anymore, and they're selling for quite a nice amount. Normally it takes like 5 to 10 maps to actually fish this high cost Omen from ritual, but long story short, I got it in 2 maps and I got this Omen of Whittling that I will instantly sell for exalted orbs, and I will exchange them for omens of dextral crystallization. Yeah, it works for me. And now what? Well, we get a really good critical hit chance on the bottom part, but let's not forget, we want to have this extra cold damage in prefix, and it's pretty easy to do. By combining dextral crystallization with essence of ice, it will remove one of the suffixes based on how Omen of dextral crystallization works, but since we already have one fractured suffix, it cannot be changed. Therefore, there is no other option than to take our desecrated modifier and remove it, while at the same time adding extra damage as cold damage to our prefix. And luckily we don't need any epic music right now, because it's pretty simple and it will work. Same as our next step. So right now I could just drop Exalted Orb and do the same trick with Dextral Crystallization and Essence. But since desecrated modifiers will always be in a free slot and we got some free suffixes, I'm using Job On. Because if I slam Exalted Orb right now, it can break my craft. Since it's impossible to have same modifiers, and if I get +1 level to all melee skills, it will block ability to use Perfect Essence of Battle, that we will use right now, to remove Desecrated modifier and get +5 levels to all attack skills. Now take a look at the damage. Right now it's already almost the same, but again, we got no quality, no sockets in this weapon. That's insanely how good this talisman is right now. But there is still one more thing to finish the craft. I can just slam something like Perfect Exalted Orb and hope to get some high critical hit chance. There is tier 1 or tier 2 rolls available if I use Perfect Exalted Orb. Also, if I will hate mods that we will roll, we can actually drop Desecrated modifiers and cycle them with Essence of Battle to find perfect combination. I was almost ready to use Perfect Exalted Orb, but then I turned my brain on. I want to have increased critical hit chance, and attack speed is not available, critical damage bonus is useless without critical hit chance, and level 2 all melee skills is also blocked. Therefore, I'm left with 9 mods that I don't want to have and only one mod that can roll good. And basically we got 10% chance to actually hit something good with Perfect Exalted Orb. I could make this video longer, but to save time for me and you, I decided just to desecrate suffix with Corgular modifier. Then I went straight to Well of Souls and we are ready to reveal modifier. I decided to use Omen of Abyssal Echoes. It's a little bit overkill right now, but just to make sure we're not breaking our craft, I decided to use it. It's just safety measures, but still we should roll critical hit chance on marked target with 100% chance. And yeah, we got it. Okay, why I can't pick my item? What's going on? Jeez! Oh my goodness. What's going on? What will happen with my item? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we are in Well of Souls. Item is here, but there's no Omen. Can I reroll? Oh my goodness, what's going on? Okay. Okay. We got it. We got this critical hit chance, ladies and gentlemen. The perfect talisman is ready to be crafted. I mean, it's already done. Let's just add a little bit of quality, a little bit of sockets, and of course add runes for more power. Now let's check our damage. And oh my goodness, we're getting plus 20% bonus damage, actually 25. And that's pretty good. And here's the funniest part. After all these adventures, I found out that all this time the perfect talisman was in my hands. There's only one bad mod, accuracy rating. All other mods are basically perfect. So I just checked with second Omen of Whittling that we got from Ritual that it will reroll accuracy rating. And I decided to stick with Perfect Chaos Orb that will have ability to roll only best and highest possible mods on this weapon. At least it should be like that. I hope we will get increased physical damage, probably tier 1, and this will be just mirror Talisman. Okay, the moment of truth. Come on, Chaos Orb. Give me something good. What is it? Tier 5 cold damage? Oh, fucking game.